There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Howell back to pass. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. I mean, look at this Packers defense.
They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we're going to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. This is Fant on the short completion. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Now they go play action with Howell.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15.
Back to throw, Howell.
This is Fant on the short completion. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Howell throwing on third down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
Now to the ground, here's Walker.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Howell.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Walker now on first and 10. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
13.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
10 yards on the pickup.
2nd down, Howell now, rolling to his right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, report.
To throw is Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Jacobs is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they come up now, 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. That's right for the first with Walker. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you couldn't hit the jackpot there. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Powell trying to pick it up on 3rd. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Jackson. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
No, we changed it. Let's go. Get out. We changed it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
13.
Jackson. Throw left side is complete to Reed. 2nd catch for him today, and they'll wind up a 1st down.
The Packers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Now 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Hey, report. What is it?
Jackson now. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Reed. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 yards for number 11.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Hal down to throw it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing here, Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Howell to throw. And complete to Smith-Njigba.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Third and 5. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
One last shot before the break. Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Hey, middle.
Now it's Jackson. A short throw to Musgrave.
7 yards there at a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him Gets him there. Good enough for a Packer first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Tyrell Dotson there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually. And they'll hold on to the football as well.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they aren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Slot man moves right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Third and goal, Jackson. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
For the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Flushed out right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And they're going to speed things up here.
40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Back to throw, Howell. He finds Smith and Jigba.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Howell.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Howell from the gun.
Throw out wide to Walker. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down. Howell now.
Flush to his right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Another throw for Howell. This is caught. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Howell.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. In the 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Lamar Jackson taking it in from the 20.
And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. Here's Howell. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. Down the left sideline.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
At the Seahawks 45-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Report.
Here's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does.